Hello, Booby.
Boo!
Hello.
What did you do? Did you do anything?
No, I just lie down for a second.
Did you really?
Yeah.
For like 3 minutes?
Are you feeling a little tired?
No. Just lie down and looked at Facebook for a second. And
Miss Booby, are you tired?
No.
It's time for the
Fabulous.
ventilator. It's time for the ventilator.
What about the percolator?
What about it?
Oh, actually, with Corona, it's time for the ventilator.
It's COVID for me. It's COVID for me. Darling, I love you,
know
but
you're
can't
dying,
you?
but honey, can't you?
It's COVID for me.
COVID for me.
Little pandemic humor. Hey,
Yeah.
guys.
Darling, you're dying, but can't you see? It's over for me.
It's over for them.
Oh, pretty much.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. If someone steals your pandemic, is that plagiarism?
If they steal your pandemic?
I'm just trying to do a little wordplay with plagiarism, bitch. Give me a break.
Ooh.
Trying to work it up here.
Oh.
Trying to work it up, girl.
Work it.
You're trying, girl.
You know what though? I did write a joke. You want to hear it? Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Hold up. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Homework.
Yes. Welcome.
Matinga, is your
Yes.
microphone plugged in?
My microphone is plugged in. Can you hear me?
Do your mic
Yes.
sound nice?
I don't know. Can you? Let's see. Hold on. This is my mic. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
Yeah, but
I'll put it back to where it was.
yeah, that's pretty good. Okay.
Bring forth the joke.
Yo, I was dating this Muslim bitch, and my home slice said, "Yo, what's she like?" I said, "Shiite." Shiite. Hello, viewers. This is Mike Diamond.
Hey there. This is a despondent Miss Matinga.
And this is Booby.
Mama, why you despondent, girl?
Because that bad joke that you just told.
Look, bitch, we're on lockdown. We're trying to all do our thing.
Gotta keep
It's
our
like-
sanity.
It's
here.
like my friend from Persia when he told me he was due to when I ran away from Persia to America, and I was like, "How'd you do that?" He said, "I ran." Listen,
Now I'm despondent.
one lame joke for another.
Touche,
I
pussycat.
jump, I skip, I ran. That's old. Girl, come on. Booby, where's your humor? Bring it. Okay, so
Let me think.
today
Booby,
on
you don't know like
Homework,
a dirty, filthy joke that you could share with the children?
other than us.
I shared it with you, I think, on Facebook Messenger. I can't remember if I did or not.
Okay.
And I've forgotten the joke, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
You sure you're
Well,
finished?
that wasn't funny at all.
It'll come to me.
Are you finished with your nap, Miss Booby?
My what?
You know,
Your nap?
let's
Huh.
address the pandemic for a second, shall we?
Yes.
Well, I want to say two things. As you've probably seen in the news, there's a meat shortage going on. And I just want to say I can relate. Because, child, the well has run dry.
Tyson just ain't doing it for you no more.
Tyson ain't doing it. And I'm not necessarily into chicken, but there is definitely a meat shortage.
Honey, you've been hanging out in that room so long that your meat has turned to jerky.
Bitch, let me tell you, turkey jerky, girl.
Just hung out to dry.
Christ.
The other thing I want to say is, we've been calling these pandemic editions because we're in the middle of a pandemic, but I think that the algorithm of the YouTubes, I'm having a visual delay. Am I on mushrooms? Are
No.
you guys seeing that, or is it just me?
It's just you.
It's just you.
Hey, do you guys want to hear what it sounds like when I spread my legs in the morning?
Yes. If you could just keep that sound going, it'd be the most lovely ASMR.
Viewers, I'm wearing a back brace because I hurt myself. Oh, you can't see it, but I'm wearing a back brace because I hurt myself yesterday. Hang on. Who wants to hear that again? No choice. Okay. So I think that because we've been calling them pandemic editions, that something with the algorithm is a little bit funky. So this will be the last of the pandemic editions, but we are going to we'll keep doing episodes, but we're going to come up with a new title for this particular wave or the next wave of episodes.
Post-apocalyptic?
The post-apocalyptic homework, post-apocalypse. No.
How about homework, isolation tank?
Ah, like Shark Tank.
That's an AbFab episode, isn't it?
Is it?
Oh,
Isolation tank?
can you see this?
I see the kitty.
Oh,
This week. Oh, she wants love.
He.
He's
don't
like, Dad.
misgender that cat.
He's like, Dad, what's up?
I know. He's such a good boy.
Is he a lover?
He is.
So cute. I mean, not necessary to interrupt me.
Of course not.
So we were discussing it yesterday, Matinga and I were, and we thought, well, what if we call it Homework, New Beginnings?
It sounds like a Little House on the Prairie episode.
Yeah, and I think we both just cackled like
that's like
goes crazy.
That's like a rehab, like in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Or
Yeah.
or an old folks home.
New beginnings in the afterlife.
New beginnings.
So we're gonna put it out to the viewers. Viewers,
How about homework? It'll soon be ending.
it'll Homework, Aftershock. I like Aftershock.
How about homework? Afterlife.
How about after school specials? It's keeping with the
After
whole
school
like
specials.
homework chalkboard.
But nobody's in school right now. How about
Annual school special.
how about homework? Summer school.
Because summer is coming.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's also
Something to think
gives it a finite thing too, just in
Right.
case we decide at the end of summer to stop once the world starts again, or keep going. But at least we have a
How about homework? You've got detention.
detention. Homework.
The tension.
The tension.
You've got the tension.
The tension.
The tension.
The tension.
The
The
tension.
tension. Tension of the world.
Do you know
The
what?
tension. I do not have a copy of The Pressure, and it makes me
Oh
sad.
no! Hang on.
I do not.
Something
You used to be able to play it on YouTube. Now they've taken it off.
I got
Really?
it somewhere.
Yeah.
Hold up, guys.
I bought it because it's by Sounds of Blackness.
Mhm.
Right.
Little did I realize that it's a ballad, and
Yeah.
and it's a church tune.
You didn't do
Yep.
the remix.
I did not know that it was like and she's singing it all like I'm like, where's my beat? Where does my beat drop?
Honey, oof,
Doom.
that was my jammy jam, yo. Yeah.
But I also used to very much feel, I'll be your friend until the end
Ooh.
Of time.
of time. And I also like you could have house.
Michael McDonald?
On YouTube.
I love
Yeah.
Michael McDonald
Yeah.
forever, man.
Yes.
Forever.
Forever. The Doobie,
old now.
the Doobie Brothers, yo. They was on that episode of What's Happening, remember?
That's
They
right.
was.
Where Rerun tried to steal their music from the concert, but he
Hello.
fucked up because he couldn't stop dancing, so his tape recorder fell out.
Oof. Happened
That's
to
a-
all of us.
That is
That's
such a
not
Mike
the same
Diamond
episode
move.
as the little kids, right?
It's a very
Um,
Mike Diamond move.
Oh,
Bubbly sugar.
Na, 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 na.
Bubbly brown sugar. Wait a minute. That was the Wayans kid, not the Wayans.
Wait.
It
Mama,
was
they don't all look the same.
the James kids,
The
right? The James,
I think that was the Jenkins family.
the Jenkintown family.
Look here.
What
Don't
show
talk
was
about
that?
Miss Jenkins.
Wait, what show was that again? Don't talk about Miss Jenkins.
What's
Benita
happening?
Drill?
Color.
What's happening?
Bubbly brown sugar, you can feel one of the big shots. Yeah. Bubbly brown sugar, joy's what it's all about. Bubbly brown sugar, bubbly with a happy beat. Bubbly brown sugar is stimulating y'all on treats.
Was Bubbly Brown Sugar on What's Happening?
Yeah.
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 I think Bubbly Brown Sugar was on Good Times.
No,
Was it?
what, and
No.
wasn't Shirley gonna like be their manager?
Yes.
Right? Shirley Hemphill?
Miss Shirley Hemphill.
Honey, don't sleep.
Honey.
Don't sleep on Shirley Hemphill. Yo, I remember
Where are
one
we
episode.
going with this?
I just want to
She's
say,
dead.
well, sir, Shirley,
Shirley.
she surely is. Well, sir, I think
She's
she
dead.
got like diabetes and like had like all her limbs amputated. Careful,
Oh
Matinga.
my God, I was totally going to say. That happened to Mabel King, the mom.
Oh.
That actually happened to her.
Oh.
Mabel King is the Wicked Witch in The Wiz.
That she
Right.
is. Where's my son?
Woo!
Before we circle back around to Homework's new title, I want to say that Dee, the daughter on What's Happening, Miss Danielle Spencer,
Right.
she was one of my role models growing up.
Mm,
Okay.
I can see that.
Along with Darth Vader and Divine. Okay.
Right.
I love the episode where
All starting with the letter D.
that's how I do.
Yes.
Diamond. D to the I to the. So the episode where
Always had a penchant for like just two,
Afro puffs.
yeah, or like Pippi Longstocking braids.
What is the matter with you coming in this house, young? Is Mama home? Can't you see I'm on the telephone? Listen, when you walk into a house and you see a person on the telephone, you don't come in shouting, "Is Mama home?"
What I liked about that character is that she was unafraid and she would read you, honey.
she was afraid of Mama.
Well,
That's the only one she was afraid of.
And wouldn't you have been?
Yeah.
All she had to do was sit on you.
Also, Mama would like beat you with a hairbrush,
Yes,
Yeah.
she did.
right?
Including Raj.
Including Raj, who was like 6'4".
What she? I don't ever remember her beating somebody with a hairbrush.
I think.
Girl,
We're being figurative, but she
I
did.
mean, the threat of punishment was always there.
Right, corporate punishment. He was always afraid Mama was going to beat him.
yes, yes.
What's
I
happening?
always I love the threat of corporal punishment hanging in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But
What's
only
happening
from a-
now? Diabetes. That's what's happening now. So, but
Diabetes.
circling back, so we're going to put it out to you, our beloved audience, to come up with a title or vote on a title. You can put it in the comments below, and I'll also do something on the community page. Have you guys seen this community page on YouTube?
No.
No.
Where you can like, send out little messages and pictures and polls and this, that, and the other to your audience. So we'll do both. We'll do both. Put it in the comments or put it on our little community page, or just send us a message if you want to, and we'll take it under advisement.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
we have had some comments on YouTube
Yes, we certainly have.
about actual suggestions for topics.
Matinga and I spoke yesterday. We were going to talk about Megan Fox's thumb, which we can circle back to later if we wish to.
Hello.
Okay.
So
Why?
we'll get.
While we're Google Megan Fox's thumb.
Okay, so Megan Fox has this thing called brachydactylism, which is her thumbs or her fingers are short and stubby, so her thumb looks like a toe.
Yes.
Ah.
Like,
But her thumb is, and you notice that you never see her show her hands ever. You have to catch it. She never shows her hands.
Right.
Her thumb in particular is so bizarre.
So it's called brachydactyl. Like, like Booby, like a multiple-toed cat, is a polydactyl.
Right.
So I guess maybe dactyl means something about digits. So this is called brachydactylism, and it's
I see a picture of it too.
Do you see it?
what do they call it? Like toe thumbs or something. But it sent me down this whole rabbit hole last night of like freaky celebrity deformities, like
Marky Mark's middle
Marky Mark's third nipple.
third nipple.
I think he's a garbage human, but I would so do it.
Marky Mark has a third nipple?
Mhm.
Yes.
For real? For real?
Yes.
And did you know that Kesha was born with a tail?
Really?
Oh, like a tail, like an extended tailbone.
Like
like
a
a-
vestigial
A
tail.
vestigial
A
tail.
vestigial.
Yeah. And
Everyone has a vestigial kind
But
of.
no, but hers was, like actually like a tail. And she says the doctors, the surgeons removed it. And she says, as she puts it, they stole her tail. I guess in retrospect,
Oh.
she wishes they had left her tail.
Yeah.
Like the doctor stole my webbed feet.
Bitch, you ain't never had no damn web feet.
I'm
That's why
telling you
you-
had those webbed feet.
No, you didn't.
They had to fix me up when I was a little kid.
Oh,
You
please.
refused. I was a thalidomide baby, I'm telling you.
That's why they call you Pato.
Right, because I'm a big duck.
No. First of all, darling, thalidomide was no longer used by the time you were born.
I was
Okay?
born in 70.
They had not used it since like 63.
No.
Yes, girl. Secondly, I know you want to have this fantasy where you have web toes and web feet because that's your motherfucking superhero origin story, but you not fucking super duck, bitch.
You ain't a mutant.
I never said I was super duck. I said I was Howard the duck. Thank
Oh.
you. Don't get it twisted.
You know what? I'm going to give you this one. You are Howard the Duck. Girl, do you remember when we tried to write like a comic book that was Lab Rat and Lava Woman?
Yes.
Whew.
Yes.
Wow.
And we had it all
Why
figured
do
out
I
for the
remember
cover.
that?
Yes. You don't
Yeah.
remember that?
I think
I do remember that.
Booby, I think you may have done sketches for it.
I
Yeah.
think so.
And there was Wombat Boy, and then so it was me and Miss Honey, and we both had super long hair, except I had like a little braid with like a little French little
Yeah.
side part right
Bob.
here.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the main villain was gonna be our friend, you can beat this out, Kendall.
Yes. I'm
Miss
not
Kendall.
beeping it out.
But he was dressed, he only wore thigh-high red hooker boots, a red codpiece, pasties, and a big afro. Remember in the Last Dragon, the one with Vanity?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Shonuff?
Yes.
Kind of a Shonuff feeling. And we would fight crimes running around the world
Yes.
as Wombat Boy and Lava Woman.
Right. Yes. And you know what? Years later, a couple of years later, I tried to write a comic book about a lesbian superhero, and I was going to call her Dyke Powers. And
Oh, I love it.
She had a sidekick who was good at martial arts called Little Taekwondo. And I didn't do anything with it, though.
I wonder
Dyke
why.
Powers.
But I tried. Dyke Powers. Oh, God, what's going on?
My friend, one of my mother's best friends, Carmen Jessica Mancebo, used to crack me up when I was a little kid because she'd go on this like weird tirade where she was like, I'm changing my name to Carmen Jessica Powers because you've got to have power in this world. Plus I'm hot, so I look like Stephanie Powers. So I'm gonna be Miss Carmen Jessica Powers. And then
I
she
like
would
that
like
name.
draw me what Carmen Jessica Powers looked like. And I
You know
just
what?
always,
Good for her. That's aspirational.
yeah.
I like that.
Well, I was 12 and she was probably 30.
Honey, but yo, Stephanie Powers. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Stephanie Powers still alive?
think so.
Let me look at the
I
Google
don't know.
machine.
Stephanie
Yeah.
Powers is in a great movie with Tallulah Bankhead. I think it's called like Die, Die, My Darling.
Die, my darling.
Right?
Yeah,
And
it's a
Stephanie
cute one.
Powers is gorgeous.
And you know what? She was still gorgeous. Like by the time they got to Heart, she was still beautiful. Like that chick stayed beautiful.
They were like a crime fighting couple. It was her and
Jonathan. Well, the husband's name was Jonathan, but it's Robert Wagner.
Wagner.
But every time she would get into trouble, she'd be like, Jonathan! Because she would never fight or anything.
And
She would
had,
just scream.
like
just
big
scream for
80s,
Jonathan.
big 80s hair.
Yeah, but beautiful.
What you got there, bitch? Is she dead? I can't see that shit. Oh.
She's still beautiful.
Hey, girl. What
She's
up?
still beautiful. Is that this year?
That she's 70 now. That's all it says.
She's 17 now.
She's still beautiful. I mean, not
she's
drop dead
still-
gorgeous. Still beautiful.
Yeah, she's still pretty.
We should look so good at 70.
I know.
I mean,
Next year.
Honey, we should look so good at 50.
well, we'll find out. Now, Matinga, what did you find in those YouTube comments?
I stopped looking for a second. I'm
Well,
sorry.
while you guys look, how about I send you guys a drag name? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, just to keep everyone entertained.
Hey,
Hey, oh shit, I can't type. Go for it.
Bring it.
Somebody read it.
Louise Jefferson Starship.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
Hey, score on that.
It is a
one.
score.
It's a total score. Okay, here's another drag queen name.
Okay. Oh, that one's actually not bad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Miss Xena Morph.
Shapeshifting
Love
alien
it.
bitch.
That's not bad.
We did get a comment from one of our patrons on Patreon, which you can also hit us up at WERQ Workshop or at Venmo WERQ SHOP. So this comes from one of our Patreon patrons. I don't know how you say it. They wanted us to talk about supernatural homework, personal experience with ghosts, chupacabras, trolls, etc. Trolls, I got you covered. Also, have Miss Booby talk about her supposed Bigfoot sighting.
Yes.
Let's delve into the supernatural, shall we?
Shall we? Oh, my favorite.
Go for it, Booby. What happened with you and Sasquatch?
Well, we were in P-Town. And
P-Town. Everyone knows that Sasquatch just loves to hang out at P-Town.
Have you been there for Bear Week?
We
Hello.
went to Massachusetts, and this is not a real Bigfoot story.
So you're like 2 towns away from P-Town.
We're about an hour away from P-Town and in Cotuit, which is a beautiful little town by the sea. And
Or is it
and-
Kituit?
no, it's Cotuit.
It is
Cotuit. Cotuit. And
So could you
we-
cut to it?
I'm trying. We woke up in the middle of the night because there was this growling sound.
But one of you was just hungry.
Right.
And that's what it was. 'Cause
Yeah.
I sleep eat.
Yeah.
Well,
You
no,
do.
I do sleep eat.
The both of you sleep eat.
Oh, for
You
sure.
do. Absolutely, for sure.
Like half of the fridge is gone by the time we wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
I my big thing now is chocolate kisses, and I don't eat them anymore in front of the cameras.
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. Yes. You mean like sleep eat like on Ambien?
Yes.
I
Yes,
do that
like-
every night. And side note, last night, I think on Ambien, I ordered Velcro plant ties online and didn't remember it till today. Continue. your
Wow.
story.
Girl, wait, just real quick, just a little side note. Girl, I have found you in the middle of the night wearing nothing but underwear, sitting Indian style in front of the fridge, eating pie just with your hands.
Totally.
Yeah.
Wow.
No fork, no plate, just pie with your hands.
So you
In a pair of
sleepy?
underwear.
I was on
Totally
a-
asleep.
First of all, I was on a pie kick for a while.
You were down with the pie.
I was down with the pie. I was doing a lot of Ambien and I was just living free and doing my thing. Now back
Girl,
to
how much freer?
That's
mu-
pretty
Ain't
free.
nobody working. Nobody has to. We're just sitting here free. You know.
As the wind on this
I'm
beach.
telling
But you
you.
still got that voice.
Trust. You think you own whatever land you land on.
Thank you, Pokey.
do you know, hold up, speaking of Pocahontas, and then I want to get back to Sasquatch, Booby.
Poker hot tits?
It's not a real Sasquatch story anyway, so don't worry.
You think you
But still want to
own
hear it.
whatever schlong you land on. A dick is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every prick and dick and penis has a soul, has a spirit, has
Has a name.
Has a name.
And the name is Jack.
A name.
Yeah.
Blech.
Yeah.
So you're in the middle of the night, your stomach's growling.
Well, no. It was the evening. I was still smoking cigarettes. I don't smoke anymore, thank goodness.
Hello.
I went out to the back deck, and in this area there are no street lights, so it's pitch black
It's
outside.
pitch black.
Pitch black, and they have a forest in the backyard.
A
that goes on-
forest.
A forest.
A forest.
A
Yeah.
forest that goes on for a while, and
So it backs up onto like real ass nature.
right, like real nature, like wild turkeys be going by every minute, and shit like that. And I heard a growling, a deep growling, and I didn't know what it was, and I freaked out. I put my cigarette out and I ran inside, and I told Bob, there's something's growling outside, and he turned on the light, and there was nothing there. We didn't see anything, but
It
I
was-
swore I heard something.
A bear or maybe like let's see,
coyote.
a coyote.
A deer.
Coyote.
Deers
There wasn't a
don't
Bigfoot.
growl.
Although
They don't growl.
whoever asked that question, I am a firm believer in Bigfoot, or as they say, the North American great ape.
The North American great ape. You know,
Otherwise known as the Great Grape Ape.
the grape ape,
Honey.
Grape ape.
give props.
Magilla Gorilla. Talk about cartoon classics.
Yes.
I go back and forth as to whether I believe in the supernatural, a higher power, the afterlife, and truly back and forth. Sometimes I'm sitting on the fence. Has something
Literally.
supernatural ever happened to me?
Of course it did. Remember when all the Goonies were at Lewis's house, Lewis and Rob's house, and the ghost
my
that came out of the bathroom?
Bitch, I had forgotten about that till
What
just
happened?
now.
Hello.
What happened?
Bitch, that happened. Boo.
We
That
were
happened.
playing a board game, and it was
Oh.
all the Goonies.
all the Goonies.
All of it. Revlon, Chanel, Charlie, Krika, we were all
Brenda.
there. Brenda, we were all
Brenda,
Andy Pernetti.
Robert, Lewis, everybody.
We were all sitting in the living room
Krika.
of Rob's house, exactly, playing
Yeah.
a board game. And all of us are sitting there and laughing and kikiing.
And
It was
kikiing.
right after Sound Factory. And the light goes on in the bathroom. And
Don't
then
look
goes
so
off.
dubious. Don't look so dubious.
I'm
Get into
thinking
this.
like mass drug-induced hallucination.
It very well could have been, but it could have been something because we saw somebody come in the corner of our eyes. Nobody's
Yep.
looking at the bathroom, but in the corner of our eye, like your peripheral vision, somebody comes
Yes.
out of the bathroom,
Yep.
closes the door,
Yep.
and goes into the bedroom.
No. It was a guy comes out, and Miss Honey, you've been in Robert's apartment.
Tiny little.
It's tiny. It's 2 rooms and a
Yeah.
bathroom. So, a guy in a white t-shirt, in a white, like a wife beater tee and white jeans, walks plainly out of Robert's bedroom.
All of
And-
us saw.
All of us, and I look up and look at him, and Krika looks up and looks at him, and then he walks out of the apartment, and Miss Revlon goes, "Who the fuck was that?" Brenda walks out of the bedroom and goes, "Who the fuck was that?" And me and Krika look at each other and go, "Did you just see this guy walk out of the apartment?" And we all ran out into the hallway. Like, bitch, we saw him. We saw him. It was, we saw him open the door and walk out into the hallway.
But isn't it entirely plausible that like there was like a dude in Rob's bedroom who
No.
then decided
That we
to
didn't know
leave?
about? That we
We
didn't
were
know
all
about?
there.
That we had no idea was there?
It was
in
a
a-
crazy time.
In an apartment with 2 rooms?
It was a crazy time. He was a busy guy.
No. You know what?
No.
That shit was fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
We all conceded that there was somebody walked out of the bathroom,
Yeah.
but we were all
Yeah.
there. We
And,
were
and
all
walked
present.
plainly out of the apartment.
Listen,
Yeah.
we've all been in situations where like you go to someone's house and there's like someone secretly hiding in a closet or another room. It happens. It happens to all of us.
Yeah, but
And,
this
and then
wasn't that.
and then hiding in closet.
Rob was gagging. It was his
Rob.
house.
Yeah. And Miss Honey, I saw he was wearing a white t-shirt and white jeans. And then Miss Grika says
Was it
to me,
after Labor Day?
and then Miss Grika says, "Yo, I saw him. He was wearing black boots and white jeans." And I was like, "Oh shit."
It really was somebody.
Okay. So are we saying that there was a person like a or
An apparition.
An apparition.
y'all say that
Yeah.
y'all saw a ghost?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it was. It wasn't in person. It was not real. It wasn't a real flesh and blood person.
Right.
It was
Okay.
what we
It was
what
the
we-
impression
of one.
Okay. And so
Because I
what do you-
never saw a face.
No, neither did I.
Yeah, no one saw a face.
so was it like eyes without a face?
It was
Eyes without a
it was an
face.
indecent, but I do remember that it was a like an olive tone dude. Like an olive tone dude.
Oh, okay. So it was like some Mediterranean ghost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That, Booby, I was about to say, I don't know, but
so
I was
what's your interpretation of what happened?
in the interest of full disclosure, while I am not taking anything away from the fact that we all truly saw this and experienced this,
Yeah.
we had all gone out the night before and done quite a shitload of drugs.
Right. But that can be construed in a couple of things.
Right.
We all were on the same plane
And we were open.
and open
To-
to seeing something
Right.
like that.
Right.
Were there
Or we were all in
hallucinogens
the same
involved?
plane. I don't think it was hallucinogens. I don't
just-
think so.
No.
I think it was.
no.
Maybe there was a guy there, or maybe like one person, saw this and then said, "Oh my God, I just saw a guy with a white shirt," and then you
And then
all
we jumped. No, because me and Miss Grika saw him at the same time. We literally looked over and looked at him and walked and watched him as he left the apartment.
Maybe the guy was just like some ugly trick, and Rob did not want to own up to having an ugly piece in the house.
Miss Robert was with Lewis.
And they were
At the
together.
they were together in the
Which
living
makes
room.
it extra shady. I'll say this. I don't doubt your supernatural experience. I think that you guys had that.
Have you
experience.
had one?
Yes, I did. Okay, so
For real?
yeah, back in the day, I just want to preface this. No,
Is
I
this
was-
the toad?
no, that wasn't supernatural. That was just toxic, poison, hallucinogenic frog.
Well, supernatural-ish. Toxic eugenics frog.
But I didn't see nothing that wasn't there. You
What'd
know,
see, girl? What'd you see?
I saw that big old dick sliding towards me, and I'd had dental work, and my stitches popped, and there was blood everywhere. But we'll get into that another time. So I
That's
was
a big part of that story because you told me that story before.
for real, and I did do the toad. I did. Oh, fucking, I did. Amphibians, darling.
You did do the toad.
And so I was with a guy, and we were fooling around. This is back in the day. And at one point, I looked at him, and he looked like a werewolf. I mean, like full on fangs, the crazy hair, beady, like red eyes and shit. But I want to say that I had done 5 hits of ecstasy that night at the club and gone home with him. So I think it was drugs. And
Was
I
it
also,
Yik Yak?
I was gonna say, was it Yik Yak? Was it?
God, no, I'm bleeping that out. God bless Yik Yak. My God, he was hot.
Oh, what a beautiful
Yik
man.
Yak.
Fucking
Huh?
Yik Yak.
Yik Yak gave me a pussy burn. No, it was Howard. Miss Howard.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was so fucked up that night. Bitch, I had taken the 5 hits of ecstasy. And the last hit was broken in 2.
Girl, how could you
And-
sleep with Brian's lover, man?
Not that Howard. And so at one point I threw up and the ecstasy was still intact and it went bloop into his toilet. Bitch, I reached in and I took that pill.
Oh
Trust.
no!
I'm not wasting a damn thing.
I would have taken that pill too.
Yup.
Back in the day, when I
Yup.
was a ruthless and toothless 22-year-old
Yeah.
drug fiend.
Yup.
Damn straight.
I was
I
like,
would've-
I'm not
bitch,
wasting this.
I would have picked it up off the floor and shoved
Honey,
it right up
but
my
I
butt.
looked down, motherfucker.
What?
Chewbacca sucking my dick. I was like, what's
Huh.
happening?
Huh, Chewbacca.
Hey, hey, hey!
Hey, that's what's
Chew-
happening.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. How you doing, Chewbacca? Miss Booby,
Yes.
is your love of Chewbacca somehow
Wait a minute.
tied into your love of Sasquatch and Bigfoot?
Possibly.
Is Chewbacca like the Bigfoot of Star Wars for you?
Of the galaxy far, far away. Yes.
Okay, bring it. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, that's not a supernatural experience. That was like a drug experience.
This is what I'm saying, guys. I don't think you saw a spirit.
Now, on another, on the same subject but different time period,
Yes.
I was living with my aunt, and she.
I believe it's pronounced aunt.
with my
Aunt.
with my aunt,
Yeah.
My aunt.
and she told me that there was a smatter matter going on in my bedroom.
There's a smatter matter. She
No.
was like, you go launder that right now because I don't know what it is.
My back hurts. I have to adjust. Sorry, guys.
Careful.
So you were living with your auntie,
and she was a santera,
which is, translate for the audience.
a priestess in a religion that really, really believed in the supernatural and calling on spirits and things of that sort.
It's like a
For
mix
protection.
It's like a mix of voodoo
Catholicism and voodoo.
Catholicism, yeah.
Like it's like very angel heart, or is it more of like a?
No, it's
But that's
deeper.
more like Creole, right?
It's deeper than Angel Heart. It's
Yeah,
much
much.
deeper.
like chicken bones and like
Exactly.
chicken
And
bones
altars,
and beads and like
altars
Celia
made
Cruz.
of candles.
Yeah,
Bitch, if all it takes is Celia Cruz and chicken bones, then like, honey,
Then
I
we're
was
all,
doing
honey.
Santeria in my bedroom
we're all
last night.
doing it. Yeah.
Look behind you.
Hello.
Celia? Celia?
So anyway, my aunt was like, she had a dog, a German Shepherd, years before I was born, named Zar, Z-A-R, and his spirit still lived with her in the apartment. And she was like, if you ever hear noises, you'll know that it's Zar. And I kind of took it with a grain of salt. Well, one night I'm lying in the bed reading a book and I fall asleep. And you know, when you go to sleep and you're not really totally asleep, so you're kind of aware of what's happening around you, but you're completely at ease. I'm in that state and I'm lying down and I hear a dog come running and pant in my ear. And I freak out. I sat up and there was nothing in the room. Nothing in the room. And she goes, and my aunt calls from the living room because she slept in the living room. She's like, Zar. At the same time that I had that experience, she knew I believe that spirits are not necessarily humans. A lot of them are dead animals.
Well, I was going to say maybe it was the power of suggestion, her telling you the story. But if she also called the dog while you were having this reaction,
Unexplainable.
I'll share one other thing. Once when I was a little kid, at this point, maybe 12, 13, my
is this
mom,
when you had webbed feet?
I had webbed feet.
Yeah.
And they used to call me Namor. Namora. And no, but so I was about maybe 12 years old. My mom, as you both know, is or was a very successful cabaret singer. So my mom was out with her boyfriend. I was completely alone in the house, but I'm just a little kid. And I was in bed, and the bed, it's actually was this very same apartment, except it was this very same apartment because this is the apartment I grew up in. I had a different apartment, and then me and my mom switched apartments. It's a long story. So anyway, I'm in bed in the next room, and I hear somebody snoring very loudly, but they're clearly snoring in this room. And I'm like, mom's boyfriend is snoring super loud. And I was just ignoring it. finally it got me out of bed. I was like, fuck, the person's snoring so freaking loud. It was like a chainsaw. It was also the first time I'd ever heard him snoring. What the fuck is going on? Then, so I swing my legs out of bed, and suddenly the
Your
door
white
opens.
legs. Did you swing them out like real dramatic?
I did. I swung them right over my head. And I can't right at this second because I don't got the same
Flexibility.
no, I have the flexibility. I just don't have the same ledge. I'm like on a little ledge here. It's weird.
Right.
So I swing my legs out of bed. I sit up, and then I'm facing the front door. So the front door opens. My mother walks in with her boyfriend. It's like 4 a.m. I'm like, oh my God, I was just about to walk into the bedroom and say that one of you is snoring too loud. She's like, we just walked in. So of course we go into the bedroom, nobody there. But dude, clearly there was somebody snoring in the bedroom. Now, within that 6-month period, we had lost the guy who lives next door. He had passed away, and he was the original landlord of this apartment. It's like an old guy. So, but I don't know
So
what
you
that was.
You think it was the spirit of the old landlord growling and snoring?
Like snoring real ass loud.
There are certainly things in the universe that we can't perceive or pick up on. I mean, to give one simple example, ultraviolet light, we can't see it. So
Electricity.
we can't see it.
Wind.
Miss Booby in the ballroom, we don't see it. So, there could be things beyond our perception that we can't see. So I'm not particularly of that ilk, but I'm not going to rule it out because
You're agnostic.
I'm an evidence-based bitch.
Right.
Okay. That's
I
where
just want to say that Miss Booby was a legend in the ballroom.
what should
Learn it.
She learned it.
Oh, we learned it. We learned it well.
Yeah.
Oh, sugar.
Oh, hello, Booby. I'm going to put you in the weight room, girl, and bring you back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
Boom. While Miss Booby takes a little break, Matinga,
Yes.
why don't I send you a drag king name? How do you feel about that?
Sure.
Boom.
Okay. Oh,
You
I
like
actually
it?
like that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Mr. Joaquin Closet.
Walk-in closet. Do you love it?
I like it. I like it a
Okay.
lot.
I'm trying. Okay, and I'm going to stick with the HGTV theme and give you that one.
Welcome to the stage, Miss Juliet Balcony.
Juliet Balcony. I think they're like a duo. They tour around. It's Joaquin Closet and Juliet Balcony.
I went to go see the real Juliet Balcony.
Wait, the real Juliet Balcony?
The real Juliet Balcony.
There's a person named Juliet Balcony?
And she wrote...
Muting her. Okay, go ahead.
The Juliet Balcony, as you know, is a small balcony.
Yeah.
But they call it a Juliet Balcony because...
Like Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, okay.
So while the Romeo and Juliet are fictional characters, when I was in Italy, I did go to Verona, and they have... Is it Verona?
Verona.
And they have like the actual Juliet balcony.
Did you get Verona virus?
Yeah. Verona virus. I wish, but that I'd probably survive.
Hello. Well, how are you
And,
surviving this?
But just barely.
Yeah, how was the show?
Which show are we talking about?
I don't know. Romeo and Juliet. Booby, you back with us?
I sure am.
Are you?
No, it's just an
Yeah.
actual balcony. It's like a little Italian town. It was just like an actual balcony that people took pictures of.
Hello.
You would be surprised what they can turn into a tourist trap.
Hello.
Hey,
Yo,
Booby,
can I
you're-
address a comment?
you may certainly
Yeah.
address a comment.
There was a comment made on YouTube about me throwing shade at Matinga. And,
Yes.
and just so that people in the audience know, when I throw shade, y'all will know it. No, I'm not kidding. Just a side note, I've known Matinga for 30
Yes.
years. There's no way in hell that I would hurt Matinga. I would probably hurt myself before I hurt Matinga. So just so the world knows, Matinga is my heart. She's one of the few people in the world that I love more than myself. So there you go. For the person who thought I was throwing shade.
Ditto, Booby. I absolutely love you with all my heart. You're my family, and
I think you're
think.
both
I didn't-
trash.
But yesterday I was checking my new mic with Michael, and I was like, Michael, what the hell did Booby send you the other day that you didn't tell me about? She said you were. I think you were talking about my white legs or something, or the fact that you guys are freaked out because I never wear pants for these shoots.
No, I know you wear pants sometimes.
Sometimes.
Are you wearing pants right now?
And Booby, you are the yes. And
Are
Booby, you're the no. And Booby, you're the least shady person I know. But I will say that one of the shadiest people I know. So Brian Mills sends me this fabulous
Get it,
documentary.
Booby. You got that private message I sent you?
So Miss Brian Mills sends me sent all of us a movie yesterday, and I was going back and forth with him, and then I also sent him a text thanking him for sending me a new mic because my old mic was not working and it was drama, and so I sent it back and it's coming back. So he sent me an at no charge, and so just Brian Mills is such a lovely person. He sends me I sent him a thank you, and he sent me a thank you back.
Yeah,
but he sent me a screenshot of a conversation that he had with Miss Michael that says, this is Michael, it says, thank you for sending Matinga the microphone. We tested it out today. It's so much better. And then he says back to her, you're absolutely welcome. Oh my God, I just forgot. I just realized I forgot to write Anthony back after his last text. Let me do that right now. But what he didn't realize is that he hadn't cropped out the prior message that Michael had sent to him about me.
I'm about to get singed.
Where he goes, fuck that pasty white whale. Who wants to see her? Fuck her. Who wants to see that pasty white whale?
Wait, there's more to-
So I think that the shady person in this trio is Michael.
Wait, there's more to-
Not Miss Booby.
Viewers, the point
That's
is
okay.
that
By the way,
friends
when I-
carry on.
Right.
I wasn't offended.
Right.
I wasn't offended because I know that that's how we talk.
Yeah.
We have said stuff about each other.
Yes,
but
girl.
but I saved it for the show though. I was like,
That's
"So
funny.
I'm gonna
And
bring
in
it up
the
to
end, we
pasty
are
white
there
bitch."
for each other.
That was a good save though. That was funny.
This is a family right here, and in families, occasionally it gets a little salty.
Get salty, and also viewers, Booby, I wouldn't take that comment too personally because our viewers.
No, I didn't take it personally, but I want them to understand that I'm not. This is a very, this is not what our relationship is not as it would seem.
Oh, it's so much deeper.
It's so much deeper than when people know.
I mean, this is a show, but
Right.
also
It's
our viewers,
why
they like to engage,
Yeah.
and I don't think they really thought you were being shady. I mean, I think that they were just, putting their 2 cents in.
maybe
Right.
they thought you were being catty,
Right.
like a little catty fun. But I definitely brought it up to Miss Michael. I was like, "What did that shady bitch say?"
And
I think I said something like talk or something like that.
That's what it was. It was like, "Oh my God, this bitch could talk."
Bitch could
You
talk.
were so excited about Voyager, so you were talking about something.
That was during podcast
Right.
taping. Yes.
Oh, and it must have been true because then for that very same podcast, somebody wrote in the notes, Matinga must be a Pisces because bitch got stories and she's holding on to the details.
Right, and it's not shade. It's the audience engaging with us. That's not shade either. It's the audience engaging with us.
Well, I'm going to read the actual comment. So you tell me what they think. That it says, no, Booby, no. Don't be underhanded shady with our Matinga like that. Like they thinking that I'm being underhanded.
I don't think so.
I don't think.
I just, I got a tough skin, girl. Just
Yes,
look
you
at
do.
me. Just
You're gonna look at
me.
you.
But when it comes to you two, I'm very sensitive. So our relationship.
And we
Well,
appreciate that.
This is the family right here.
And the audience is getting to know you now.
Hello.
Yeah.
And your
Who
many
else?
habits.
I mean, there's other members of this family, but I mean, this core group right here.
Core.
Woo, I mean, God.
Let's get to one other comment. And this isn't super comical, but somebody wrote to us because they had an audio issue. So one of us was eating something on camera and it triggered something that they have. I think it's called misophonia. Was that what it was?
That misophonia.
Myphonia.
So Miss Booby was eating chocolate kisses, which I hadn't even noticed at the time. but I guess there are people that are super sensitive to sound.
Right.
And it triggered this person's, is it called misophonia? I should just look it up.
I may have something like that because when I see, it's not really a sound, it's the feel of velvet causes me to clench my jaw. It
Really?
causes this,
Yeah.
this reaction with me, but it's the feel of velvet that causes it. I'm not sure if it's the same thing or if it's in the same family, but I get that. I get it.
I feel like whatever material, nylons, if you rub nylon together in front of me, my teeth hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that weird?
Not to be gross, but
Be
but
gross,
just-
be gross.
Not to be gross, but like, have you ever seen like a big fat cock, like inches from your nose, and you get like this like weird feeling in your lower jaw, like your whole lower jaw like kind of goes weirdly numb?
Because you're preparing to take it in, babe.
Right.
No, but like, but that's happened to you, right? Where you get like that thing, like it's like almost it's a feeling, and at the same time, it's a taste. You get it right here, and you're like,
Yeah. It's
"Gotta
like,
suck that
ow.
dick."
Ow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like your mouth waters.
And you're like, and you know that like
Your ears
it's gonna
pop.
and it's gonna be weird. Also, certain foods will do that to me, like
And you push
something
your
about-
panties to the side.
like a white chocolate Kit Kat. Like I even if I don't eat it, if I look at it, it gives me a weird feeling on the
Right.
top of my mouth. I just get like this weird like, oh, I know what that's gonna be like.
What's that thing? Is it like some kind of sensory aphasia where like you see smells and you taste sounds and what is
How
that?
weird.
That's
Yeah,
a
I know
real
what
thing.
you're talking about.
Oh, but so I found this thing. Let me put the other laptop from a person whose name I will keep private. I just wanted to ask if Miss Booby can please not eat while recording the podcast. The smacking of his lips makes my misophonia kick in. By the way, I read that to someone. They said smacking of his lips. Is that racist?
Booby
Mm,
does have big lips.
She do.
No, I
Um,
don't think I do.
He said, "Thank
I
you.
think you do.
It's much
Sexy.
appreciated."
Sexy, not bad.
I do enjoy hearing his stories as I do you and Matinga and want to enjoy them fully.
That's sweet.
I think you should fucking open a bag of potato chips and start eating it right now.
So listen, for the next episode we shoot, I am going to sit and eat an entire bowl of potpourri just for the children.
Exactly. Let her.
Next.
Let her. All right, I lost my place here. Where were we? All right. Are we going to revisit Megan Fox's thumb?
Well,
I saw a picture of it, and maybe next week we can put an actual picture.
What brought up Megan Fox's thumb yesterday? Where I was like, "Yo, have you?" Because something brought that up. Where I was like,
What
"Yo, have you
did
taken?"
bring that up?
I was like, "Yo, take a look at Megan Fox's thumb because it's fucked up."
It does look like a toe.
Yeah, it's
like a
something
big toe.
about like she's so pretty, but then like not perfect.
Why did we talk about Megan
Couldn't
Fox?
she have been?
I mean,
Wonder
her
Woman?
hand, her thumb, her toe thumb.
Didn't she? What? Who?
Couldn't she have been a great Wonder Woman? She's gorgeous.
I think she's too short and too slight. She's pretty enough,
Oh.
Honey,
also
Gal
the-
Gadot's like 4'3".
but like Megan Fox looks like so Wonder Woman has to be tall,
Right.
with an
The
angelic-
Amazonian.
buxom, with an
Right.
angelic face.
Right.
She's a beauty queen, but it can't be like a sexy Megan Fox, like, it can't be like a Tanji look.
Right.
It's got to be a little bit more angelic.
Right.
Like
Ethereal.
think of Linda Carter and think of Gal Gadot. Like they're beautiful, but she's a sexy woman, sure, but she's not a sex bomb. It's a different type of beauty.
Right.
Megan Fox is like a sex bomb.
Right. And now that she's had Sheeran, she's not as actually as fit as she was before.
I actually think she's prettier now.
Really?
Oh, she's with Brian Austin Green. Love him.
Mm-hmm.
Love him.
What's the
Ooh,
other one?
Brian Austin Green and Seth Green together. Oh, that would be lovely.
God, do you know? Until you just said Seth
Oh.
Green, I was picturing Seth Green in my head. Who's Brian Austin Green?
From
Brian Austin.
90210?
Yes. And also he raps. Did you know he raps?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he raps very tired. Oh,
I
you know
don't
what
wanna
song?
see it.
You know what song is incredibly tired and it's a total novelty, but like I heard it the other day and I was like, yeah, this song is kind of cute.
Is it John Wayne rap? Because that's awful.
No, I've never heard of John Wayne rap, but have you ever heard of a song called Popozao?
Popozao. No.
Popozao? Popozao means booty.
Is it Brazilian?
Yeah, it means booty in Brazilian, but it was one hit wonder. The guy that married Britney Spears, that she had the kids with him. Kevin
He was a
something.
dancer.
He was one of her dancers.
Kevin Friedman? No, Kevin.
Kevin.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Kevin Aviance.
Kevin Aviance.
Yo, have y'all been?
That ill-fated 72-hour marriage between Britney and Kevin Aviance.
Oh, legendary. Oops, she did it again.
Yes.
Oh, no.
But anyway, he actually put out a song called Popozal. It's actually pretty decent.
Fantastic.
Oh, wait, but you were going to mention Kevin Aviance's performance?
On Instagram? Have you been watching Kevin Aviance live on Instagram?
No, his show, Kevin Aviance.
It's highly entertaining.
It really
is.
It genuinely is.
Yeah, it's
Does
really
he sing?
good.
Yeah.
Sings, plays music, carries on.
2 weeks ago, he did a mix of Cunty and Dindada, but he did them together.
Really?
And you could tell that it was just coming off the top.
Right.
Mhm.
And it was cute down.
Really?
It really was. And he
Go
was
Kevin.
dancing. Yeah.
A couple of days ago, I swooped into one of Vivacious's Instagram Live DJ sets.
Was Ornacia there?
Ornacia was there, and the
Oh,
funny
really?
thing was, I pop in and I see this little thing that says no sound, and I was like, I turned up my volume, honey. She didn't have her sound on, so she's playing music, but there was no sound, and Ornacia's bopping and weaving, and I was like, ooh, and I quietly tipped out.
But like, why didn't somebody try and let her know there's no sound?
They kept writing no sound, girl. There's no sound.
Oh, but she wasn't looking.
because she was doing the music. Yeah.
Oh, that is
Oh,
so.
no.
Mhm.
That's
I love Miss Vivacious, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna quietly tip on out.
I
Hey.
haven't been able to get into any DJ sets. I know a lot of DJs are doing sets.
You gotta
So
be-
many are, and I just can't. I'm not in the mind frame to sit down and
For
play
3 hours.
for 3 hours and and comment on it and and I have good friends who are doing it too.
You should
But-
probably just like throw on a DJ set and clean your apartment.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
That's
like,
probably makes
put it on your, your good speakers and go about your business and pretend you're at the club.
When was the
Pretty
last time? When was the last time either three of us was at the club? Booby, when were you last at the club?
I went to Twist last year to hear Boogie play. Boogie was in town.
Miss Bougie.
She was visiting and playing at Twist, and I went and listened to him play and danced for 4 hours. 4 hours. I was soaking wet.
And you know what? And you had a blast, and you were stone cold sober.
Sober.
Remember, I love that. I love that because there was a time when we thought, "How am I going to enjoy this if I can't get fucking high off my ass?"
Did Miss Bougie play Toss My Salad or Who You Calling a Cow?
I don't think so.
And it wasn't a real set.
No, it wasn't.
It was more like a blow dry and set.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey,
He
so
did play a fierce remix of When the Doves Cry by Prince.
When the Doves Cry.
Bougie actually
When the
sent me
doves-
a lovely mix about a month ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Fabulous. I got to tell you,
Out of nowhere. He was like, Miss Matinga?
he's turning
Miss
it.
Bougie? She's turning it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, I'm glad that people are still able to DJ and perform and carry on, from lockdown. They're still
Right.
able to use technology to get their art out there.
Are they making coins?
Much
Isn't
as
that, isn't
that's
that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing on this final pandemic edition and next week's as yet untitled edition of
Right.
Homework. Summer school?
I like summer school.
I do too.
I'm not. What is another word for summer school? Summer intensive.
Retarded.
Summer detention.
Summer detention.
Did y'all have summer school?
I had some. I attended summer school one
I
year.
attended summer school 1 year.
Loved it.
Oh.
I had a fabulous time.
I hated every
We
freaking
went to see
second.
Gremlins, Ghostbusters, and Gandhi.
How was that
Wait.
summer school?
How was that summer school?
They-
You went to
they-
summer camp.
No. I went to summer school, but they had once every 2 weeks. They took us to the movies.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Oh,
what year was that?
They
When
took you to
Gremlins
see-
came out.
85?
Yeah.
Gandhi, Gremlins, and Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters is
Gandhi's-
84?
Gremlins.
So 84, 85.
Gremlins.
Wow.
I'd sit down and watch Gremlins right now.
Hello.
I loved Gremlins.
So good.
Did you see the podcast or the Zoom meet reuniting of the Goonies cast?
No.
I'll send it to you.
Send it to me. I did see the Zoom reuniting of the Melrose Place cast.
Really?
And Miss Heather Locklear looking good. And
Did she gain weight?
she's just looking blousy, like she drinks maybe.
Heather Locklear
She's
got-
just celebrated a year.
Oh, we'll bleep that.
She celebrated a year of sobriety. So
But she said it.
Yeah.
She said it in the Melrose
good.
Place thing that she celebrated a year sobriety.
Good. She
The
got
thi-
her shit together.
Yeah, she's getting it together, but she's busted.
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
busted down. You know who looks good? Doug Savant looks good. Andrew Shue looks so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Shue's brother?
He looks delicious.
Oh.
By the way, I never watched Melrose.
Neither did I.
It was so big, but it wasn't my thing.
Never watched
I was like, honey, I watched Dynasty.
I never watched 90210.
Me neither.
Never watched 90210 either.
There was definitely a time period where I was not watching any TV
Because we were out. We were out.
right.
We were like I remember there was a time frame like in the late 80s, early 90s when I would Sugar Babies on Tuesday and on Wednesday Love Machine, and you'd go out every night.
Who
and
was
then
the drummer at Sugar Babies? Something Animal.
Yes, I remember him, but I don't remember
I want to
His
say
name.
like Earl the Animal, or he would
also
like play
played
live
at,
drums.
Fridays. Where did we go on Fridays? What was the name of that club?
ABC.
ABC.
ABC. And then Andy Pernetti's roommate. Oh, this is such a deep cut, but I'm pretty sure he was the dude.
Fred the Animal.
Do you remember that?
Fred the Animal.
Fred the Animal. That's
Very
right. And there was also the dude that used to dress up like a chicken.
Clara the chicken.
Clara the chicken.
Clarabelle.
Wasn't her
Clarabelle.
name Ernie? Ernie the chicken.
It was, well, as we found out later, it was Ernie Glam as
As
Clara the carefree chicken.
Yes. So remember Booby in Sound Factory? There was a white dude that you would hear him even through the music. Every once in a while, he would go,
Yes.
"Eeeeow!" and you would hear him through the din of the music. And Miss Ian used to bug out on him. So who's that fucking white queen? That every once in a while he would just scream, "Eeeeow!" That dude was was the roommate of Andy. It was that dude.
Oh my God.
It was him.
He was kind of cute.
Some guy, older, frazzled.
The one that when we went painting at Andy's house? Yeah.
That was him. And remember, we took Jose and Tatiana there. They had just come back from touring with Madonna. And so somehow we ended up at Andy Pernetti's with Jose and Tatiana. And he met them. And a couple minutes later, he went to his room and he played Vogue.
Oh, my God.
Remember? And we were just mortified in the living room. We were just like...
Oh, Lord.
But you know what? They probably loved it because it was about them.
They were like,
Right, but they loved it.
They loved it. They could be insufferable, those two.
Right. Well, where are they now, darling?
They're around.
Another one who's ballooned. Do you want to see my pink princess?
Sure.
Yeah, it's a line I use a lot.
I
Pink
bet.
princess, in case you don't know, is a type of philodendron. So some viewer wanted to see my plant. That's my pink princess. And she's got her own tiara, my
Oh,
pink
how
princess.
cute.
It's a philodendron pink princess. These are...
What is the thing that it's tied around?
Oh, so that's my new experiment. It's like a moss pole, and you keep it moist, and it has aerial roots, and it roots right into the moss, which is actually, I think, coconut coir. That plant,
it'll grow moss on it.
It'll grow right up like it's climbing up a tree. So it treats the pole like a tree. This plant, you can buy them online. They're a little more available now, but like a year ago, it'd be like $100, $125. Bitch, I got that for $5 in Hawaii at Nakamura Nursery. Okay.
Nakamura
for $5, smuggled her ass back here like 3 years ago. I propagated her a few times. I got a couple of them growing in a terrarium. Let me tell you how to smuggle a plant from Hawaii. Not that I want to advise people to do things that are illegal, but this is how you do it.
You sit down.
No, bitch.
you order a salad at McDonald's.
You buy a bagged salad, okay? You take it home, open it, empty out all the salad fixin', put your cuttings inside, fill it back up with the salad fixins, crazy glue it shut, and then when you go through agricultural inspections, you tell them, oh, that's just part of my lunch. Bitch, that's how
Because
you
they're going to be
smuggle-
like, why is this dude bringing an entire bag to salad on the plane?
I'm trying to stay fiber. I'm trying to stay healthy.
Fiber, darling.
Fiber, darling.
You can also like get like an inexpensive book and like cut pages out in the middle to put cuttings and like put
Right,
cuttings
right.
and then like close it back up and like
That's very James Bond.
you know you got to do because you're not supposed to bring plants or animals in and out of Hawaii,
Right.
you know, because it's an island chain. But I did it anyway.
I feel like there was something I was going to show you guys, but I'll save it for the next one.
Was it some other kind of savage text?
Well, no. It was like a little piece of
Ephemera?
of ephemera. Oh, wait for the next time.
Was it Megan Fox's thumb?
Would you
He's
guess?
thin.
She's thin.
She's thin, darling.
Her thumbs are not thin.
Yo, did you ever see Jennifer's Body? It's actually really good.
Never
Jennifer's
have,
Body?
but I've heard about it. I've been
It's a-
wanting to.
It's a like a lesbian zombie, like comedy
Monster.
horror.
So is my life
Yeah.
at this point.
So look, kids, I have got my joie de vivre on for today. And I just want to end this on an up note and say, y'all take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. We love you. This is Miss Matinga.
This is your diamond.
And this is Booby.
Bye.
Bye. Booby, where's your man?
He at the doctor's.
Just having a routine.
No, he's an
Proctology, darling.
ear. What is it? Ear, eye, and throat specialist.
That's what my
Ear,
business
nose, and
card
throat.
says. I'm
Ear,
ear,
nose, and
nose,
throat.
and throat, bitch. Any hole is a goal, honey. Bring it on. That's
You
how I
know,
get my dates, bitch.
They have this thing that it's got a. How do you say it? It removes
thin.
earwax. It's thin. It removes earwax, and it you press this button and it
Yes.
sucks out the. Well, it may have compacted the wax further because you can't hear from this one ear.
Oh, wow.
So, after using this thing, so he went to the doctor to see if he can.
Maybe he was just trying to get away from you because he's been spending every goddamn day with you, girl.
But he's
Maybe.
okay, though. Like, he didn't, like, pop his eardrum or something.
No. He's just.
Did he pop his
It's
pussy
wax.
at the club?
He popped it at the club, yes. Because
He
he's a
popped his
tub
pussy at the
queen.
club.
You know,
He
when
a
I
tub
pop my
queen.
pussy at the club, it sounded like this. Ah,
With that same face.
a triumphant yell,
When you pop your pussy at the tubs.
which I've also been known to do.
Yes.
Oh my
What was the tub queen thing you gave me?
Harriet Tub Queen.
Harriet Tub Queen.
Yes, honey, the underground motherfucking get railroad. Hello.
So how do you think these episodes went?
I think that they're shite. By the way, we're still recording.
Oh, hello.
I fooled y'all bitches.
Hello.
Hello.
I knew you were recording. It says recording right on the little corner over here.
I thought I was pulling craft. So Booby,
Haven't you pulled enough in this world?
so Miss Booby, does that mean that I have to bleep out the story about your boyfriend going to the